So, you've come to learn the greatest of arts, the art of war. You don't look very impressive, but I'm hoping that you've got some hidden reserve of strength. I'm the master of defense here in Dragonspyre. I teach the means of protection. A shield is just as much a weapon as the sword. You need to think of defensive magic as another form of attack, aimed at your foe's attack. You can't rely at all on one kind of defense. A cunning enemy will switch attacks to overcome your protection. You must be quick to change tactics based on what is happening in the battle. Think of it as a game of battle ball. Your shield must always be moving to reflect back the attack. I could spend years teaching you about defense, but time is short. If you haven't grasped the basics, you're hopeless. Meet me in my tower, and we'll see what you've picked up. Don't get cocky, young wizard. You've learned the art of the attack, but what happens when you cannot land an attack on your opponent? Defense is the key to survival. Defend yourself. I'm impressed. You've got an instinct for saving your own hide. That's a good thing. Surviving a battle is the most important part.
The Master of Defense is a harsh taskmaster, but if you're here now, it means you learned something. Good. You're not finished yet, though. Even the strongest warrior cannot squeeze blood from a stone, but a student who is wise can get knowledge from a statue. This statue is one of our greatest enemies, Garrock Shaleheart. He and his army of Earth Elementals fought our armies to a standstill on the Plain of Shattered Shields, and for that we honor him among our own. You must summon and defeat Garrock's greatest champion in combat to show that you're capable of upholding the proud military tradition of Dragonspyre. Go to the crystal stand and place this crystal upon it. Concentrate for a moment. The spirit stored within it will then manifest in physical form. Excellent. He was among Garrock's greatest warriors. I fought him to a standstill on the battlefield, and now you put him in his place. Though we of Dragonspyre are proud, we are not foolish. Though we prefer open and direct fights, we are not ignorant that our enemies will use magical traps to defeat us. So now, a part of the course of studies here is to learn the ways of traps. You must learn these lessons well in order to face Dronic, the Shrouded Wizard.
So you've come to learn the methods of strategic warfare. Fighting with the brain and not just your wand. I'm the master of strategy here in dragonspyre, and it's my duty to see that our students are fully versed with the means of using traps effectively in combat. Each spell you cast could be your last, so you should make them as effective as you can. A trap makes your foe take more damage, so why wouldn't you cast one? The ultimate goal of combat is to remove your foe from the field of battle, and the trap is a shortcut to that end. You've used traps before, I'm certain, but this is where you learn to use them well. Brace yourself. This might sting a little. You're a powerful young wizard, I'll grant you that. But let us see how you fare against one who spent his lifetime mastering the use of traps. You surprise me. I figured you'd fold like a piece of origami. Instead, you handled yourself like a warrior born. Take these lessons to heart.
You've made it back, so apparently you've learned something. Now that you've been through strategy boot camp, it's time for your next challenge. You've yet to face our first great foe, the greatest champion of Dronic, the Shrouded Wizard's army. This very champion fought his way all the way to the throne of Dragonspyre to claim it for his Lord Dronic. Show me that you will fight for Dragonspyre and all it stands for. Use the skills you've been taught and defeat him. Use a crystal to summon Dronic's champion and show him what you're made of. You defeated him. I'm at a loss, actually. It took a league of Dragonspyre's wizards and warriors to defeat him when he breached the throne room of Dragonspyre. I did not think it possible that you could have done so much on your own, but now that I've seen your power, I think you are the one we've been waiting for. I hid the last portal stone in the lowermost vault of the Great Chasm during the Titan army's assault. The librarian should help you find your way. Once you've recovered it from there, bring it back and I'll activate it for you.
You need to find something within the Great Chasm? Oh my. You might want to consider other options. It's rather dangerous, you know. Well, it's not my place to keep students from risking their lives, so I'll tell you what I know. Unfortunately, that's very little when it comes to the geography of the Great Chasm. I can tell you, however, that the last I heard, there was someone there who may be of help. Seek Belia Windgazer out within the Great Chasm. She'll help you find what you seek.